everyone, welcome back to my channel. So in this video I'll be sharing my recent book haul from Reader's Corner. So Reader's Corner is a bookstore which specializes in used books. So I recently purchased two books from them, and first one is the illustrated edition of Goblet of Fire by Jim Kay, and second one is The World of Ice and Fire. So both of them are wonderful books, and in today's video I'll be sharing a small flip through of that. So I was surprised to see that they have kept an inner plastic layer which acts as an external protection to the book. Even though it's not bubble wrap, at least they have taken the time and effort to do at least this, because nowadays most of the sellers don't do even this. They just send the book across with just the outer layer. So what happens is that during transit and all, there is a high chance of damage. These books are pretty much expensive, so in order to avoid that, it is always recommendable to give the bubble wrap protection, or maybe at least a plastic layer like this. So I have to appreciate them. At least they have taken such some kind of an effort to protect the book. So that I'm pretty much happy about. So let's open this up also and take a look inside. So first of all, I want to give a big round of appreciation for the Reader's Corner team, because they had made sure that this product is packaged so very well. So you guys have might seen the outer package layer, plastic layer. Once I removed it, there was a thick set of newspapers wrapped around the book, and the newspaper was so thick that in order to remove it itself, it took a lot of my time. Once I removed that, I found another plastic layer. So these guys have made sure that the product is packaged so well such that it reaches the hands of the customer in a safe and secure manner. Nowadays, most of the sellers in Flipkart, Amazon, etc. won't even care about that. They'll just send it across, and it would be us that pays for that mistake. But this is a case in which I am very much happy about. And yeah, definitely I'm the packaging, the way it is packaged, etc. is very much great. And let me remove this as well, and once we do that, we'll do a small flip through of both these books. And as you can see, one is Goblet of Fire, the other one is Game of Thrones. And without further delay, let's get into that. So these are the two books which I got: The World of Ice and Fire, The Untold History of Westeros, and Game of Thrones. Basically, yeah, maybe we'll go through the flip through later. First, we'll look the condition of the book. So if you can see, these books are there's a slight bend here. So see, when we buy used books, we can't expect them to be very much perfect. So there will be some defects here and there. So in case if it's not a big deal or something, we can let it go. As long as we are not paying the full amount, this is something which we can expect. So I always like to prefer used books over new ones, because new ones cost a ton of money. Sometimes we might get them in almost new condition. Sometimes it might show some signs of aging. So in this case, if you see here, there are some signs of aging here. So this is something which is bound to happen. Even if you buy a new book, and once you keep it in your shelf, these signs over here, this and all are bound to happen, because it will slowly deteriorate. And no matter how careful you take a look at the book, it will definitely happen at one point of time. So apart from that, if the book, when you're buying a used book, that is, if the book is good in its if the pages are not torn, if everything is proper, the bind is okay, and if there are no wear and tear or tones, not wear and tear will definitely be there, but it should not be more. In this case and all, if you see, this part and all is crystal clear, so it should be fine. Only the top part over here is showing a bit sign of an aging. Basically, it's because when it will react with light and stuff like that, and it will happen, because even I have some of my new books also experience the same thing. So that is the reason why I know about this, because that is bound to happen. But in this case and all, the outer side and even the other edges and all looks okay. Only the top part, that is when you place the book in your shelf, these part will be the ones which are most exposed. So only these part has signs of slight wear and tear, and basically because it got exposed to light and stuff like that. So apart from that, this looks okay from an outer point of view. Maybe once we get into the flip through, let's see more details about that. So basically, first thing what we'll do is we'll like take a look at the world of Ice and Fire, and then we'll come to Goblet of Fire. So basically, this is not going to be a huge depiction because Goblet of Fire, I think most of you all know the story. I already have Goblet of Fire other editions. This is just for collection purpose. So I love that illustrated editions more basically of Jim Kay. So I like to collect them. So rather than going for like the newest prints, I wanted to like get the used ones if available. But these books are hard to come by even in used section. So whenever you get an opportunity like used ones in an affordable price, etc., definitely go for them. Otherwise, you'll have to like pay for 1,000 plus probably for any kind of books that are available in new. So let's flip through this one first, and then we'll go to this. So before the flip through, let's just look at the dust jacket. So it has this dragon, and it can be like when we touch it, it has a separate this thing. It's like projected a little bit, so when you touch it, you can feel that dragon. So that is actually good. And we also have a picture over here. The previously untold history of Westeros and the Seven Kingdoms. This is actually a collector's kind of an edition where you can like get some illustrations. At the same time, you can like know a history of like Westeros and stuff like that. So basically, this is a kind of a collector's edition. So basically, I think these are the different houses. So let's do a quick flip through. George R. Martin. I'm a big fan of Game of Thrones. I do like collecting these stuff. So even though this book is used, the pages inside and all are crystal clear. I don't see any kind of an issue here. I don't know why someone put a pin here, maybe as a bookmark. That's funny. So these and all are firstly, when I like saw this book, I thought that this is something due to age of the book or something like that. But this is and all are like kind of part of this book, just showing that this book is like from a long period of time. So these are like kind of the with the book. Even if you buy the new book, it will be the same. So don't think it's like the book is damaged or anything. The book is like perfectly fine, and even the pages inside are good. So I have to go through this in detail, like at a later point of time. The illustrations. So basically, I think this is like the history, like it contains the information about the past, like maybe like how maybe you guys are like now might be watching House of Dragon series, right? So in that time, you can like know how the past and all is. So previously, I think this is basically about the history, how it came to be, how the Targaryens ruled, something like that. So in Fire and Blood, actually, it contains the history of the Targaryens, how they came to rule the Westeros and stuff. I think, not sure what this book contains in total, haven't read it before. So basically, the pictures and all are nice. The reign of the dragons. I'm not sure if it's viewable properly. I was collecting Game of Thrones for a long time. Then I actually had to stop because of some work emergencies. But now when I like see the used books and all are like rare to come by. So whenever you like find something at a good price, definitely go get it, because there won't be too much of these available. Even if there are like one or two that are available, there will be a lot of people waiting for that. So definitely you might not get it first. So whenever you get an opportunity, and if it's a affordable price, compare it with the new one and get it. Like, because a used book in a good condition itself is proper. You do not need like new books. especially like to collect and all. Because even the condition and all doesn't matter that much as long as the book is not torn and everything is intact and all, it should be okay. Because aging and all, if you look any kind of book, even if you buy a new one, it will get aged with time. So that is something which cannot be stopped. It has a lot of pages. That's what I was looking at. So I think this is definitely a recommendable piece because the artworks, we have like artworks in most of the pages. Even there are small artworks, there are big ones. So basically I think this is suitable for any kind of collectors that are looking to like get a more clearer picture on the Westeros, Game of Thrones, etc. The Seven Kingdoms. This is beautiful. I think this video is gonna be a little bit lengthy, basically because we do have 2 books to flip through. And I'm seeing this for the first time, so it's like a new experience for me as well. See, I think, is this the wall? Yeah, the wall and beyond, the Night's Watch. That is nice. See, the illustrations here are beautiful, okay? And this book is also like nice, it's in good condition. So I'm happy that I got it. Is this Jon Snow? Not sure. Yeah, right. Jon Snow and Ghost. So this is Jon Snow. And again we have the sigils. So this one is a good book to collect. It's a little bit heavy, so it's not easy to like lift it with one hand. Also the front bind has a dragon, so that is also nice. So also this is the bind for this. So this is the illustrated edition of Goblet of Fire by Jim Kay. So I like the illustrated editions of Jim Kay because there is some kind of an elegance in that, and even the piece, the artwork, everything is beautiful. So this is the Goblet of Fire edition, and as you can see, the dust jacket is pretty much lovely. And I've wanted to collect this book for a long time, but I did not get that opportunity, and now I found it and used after a long time. So I did not want to like miss that opportunity, so I got it immediately. So this is the dust jacket, and it is actually a marvelous piece of art. So J.K. Rowling's comment, I love seeing Jim Kay's interpretation of Harry Potter's world, and I feel honored and grateful that he continues to lend his talent to it. Yeah, definitely, because Jim Kay is an absolutely great artist. So basically this is the book, and this is the binding. So it's a thick book. Goblet of Fire is a pretty thick book. And so let's do a quick flip through. So I do love all the illustrated editions by him, and most of them are like pretty beautiful itself. And I do have almost all the editions that are available currently. And I love collecting Harry Potter editions. I do have like multiple editions of the same books even. It's like one of my favorite series. I think the illustrations are less in this compared to the other books, basically because this book is like a huge one. We do have some illustrations here and there, but I think comparatively the other books had a little bit more. Probably like most of the pages had some small kind of illustrations at least. So pages are like looks very much almost new. Only I could find the top part was a little bit aged. Apart from that, all the pages, if you can see, everything like looks almost new. I think this is like even better copy than the Game of Thrones. That is the World of Ice and Fire. Is there a repeat here? I thought I saw the same picture. Okay. Yeah, some of these illustrations are amazing. Crumb. I still remember seeing that movie. I love Harry Potter movies also. Great. Goblet of Fire. Definitely, it's one of my favorite series. Yeah, the illustrations here are nice, but compared to the other books, I think the number of illustrations might be a little lower. Probably because the book is a bit thick, so might be in order to make sure that the entire story fits into one book, he might have like reduced the illustration in almost some pages at least. And the story is like, if you have seen the other Harry Potter Goblet of Fire editions itself, the books are very thick because the storyline is like more. So in order to avoid part 1, part 2, something like that, he might have like reduced some of the illustrations here, and then he might have like added some key illustrations here and there. So I don't see like in other books, like for example the first book, the Philosopher's Stone or the Chamber of Secrets, most of these pages would have illustrations, but in this case I can't find them. Basically I think it's because it's so thick. See, most of the pages does not have illustrations here. Only like some pages here and there has it, but the ones they have illustrated are like pretty nice. Yeah, these and all are nice. Dumbledore. Yeah, this book is very thick. Are these the Death Eaters? Have to go through. Yeah, it is the Death Eaters. Have to go through this in detail. Yeah, since most of the illustrations are missing in most pages. We have only, I think, a few illustrations. I think when we come to other bigger editions, it would be the same result, because in case if they include illustrations every page, it would not be practical. Otherwise, they have to like put a part 1, part 2, or maybe otherwise the price will be like a little bit higher. So that would be the case. Otherwise, it would not be possible to include illustrations in almost all the pages. But definitely, even if the prices increase, I would love to see illustrations. Like, that's the basic reason why we are buying illustrated editions, right? If it's just a story, we could read it from a simple book. But definitely, I think the illustrations in this book are worth it. So if you're getting for a good price, maybe from used market, definitely go for it. And I haven't read this illustrated edition yet, so I think I have to go through it in detail. So basically, this is how the illustrated edition of Harry Potter Goblet of Fire looks. And I think I'm happy with both the books that I received today. That's it. Thank you for watching, and definitely we'll come with another video shortly.